What is up, guys? Psycho here. Back with a tutorial video this time. Uh, I would like to show you guys how to effectively play um, on a Sunbreaker Titan with the with hammer throwing using your charged melee effectively, specifically for throwing hammers and getting those sunspots and getting restoration and chain your combos more frequently. Now this, as you all know, we have ways to keybind on a keyboard, and we also have it for controller, but it doesn't really work effectively on a controller. Though there is a way to do it. What you can do is, first of all, I'd like to start from going to your controller settings. If you're on a console, of course, you will be able to see it over here. I'm on PC, so I have keyboard and mouse and controller, but this is for my fellow console players. You all know, for keyboard, like, it's really easy. All you need to do is to keybind your charged melee and uncharged melee, and you have like so many options on keyboard. But for controller, it's very limited, since you don't have many buttons if you're using the default controllers for either Xbox series or PlayStation 5 or 4 or 1. But you're very limited in terms of buttons. So what you can do is go to controller settings here, and as you can see, movement control, just completely ignore it. Go to button layout. Now I use Puppeteer because well, when I'm playing Crucible or something, and when I'm not when I want to punch stuff, or melee stuff, as in like uncharged melee, because it doesn't really work effectively that much, like I said it before. However, you want to go and change this to custom. Now you can see this page over here. Now all you want to do is go down here and just get rid of auto melee. Just have nothing on it. And what you want to look for is charged melee over here. So charged melee is the one your ability is, like, whether if it's celestial fire for warlocks, throwing a hammer for your titan, or fan of knives for your hunter, or proximity knife, whatever you were using. Um, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna completely unbind the uncharged melee. That means you can't punch things. Um, but you want to set up your charged melee as like the normal melee button. But you want to do this on. You can change it to press single time, like tap RB basically, or R1, or you could hold it down a little bit longer. I'll actually demonstrate all three of this to you guys right now. For long press, you just gotta hold, and double press. I find it double press like easy, so it's really good, and it helps me out when I'm playing on my Titan, bonking those ads, and creating sunspot, getting that restoration, and when I'm using like a build to do more damage. So, but this is specifically gonna be for like your charged melee, how to use your uh, charge melees effectively. Now you all know that this season classy restoration is a thing, and you can keep it going if if you keep chaining your melee charge melee kills on a hunter, or uh, on a titan especially. I'm not sure about warlocks, but I'm pretty sure they also can do something with it. But let me just show you and demonstrate to you guys how it's gonna work out. So let's go down here. Now, like I said before, if I press RB or R1, it can't punch, right? But if I double tap, I'll use my charge melee, right? Now, if you wanna try it out, what you can do is you can actually go here and set your uncharged melee to like RB and tap, or press, right? So now it will work like this. and then you can use both. But however, sometimes it does cause problems. Like I'll show you in a second. Let me find some ads real quick. Like you know how when you're near an enemy and you wanna use your thing first, you wanna use your throwing hammer, but instead you will punch them if you have it on press. I mean, if you have distance, you see that it's very inconsistent. Like I can't keep throwing my hammer when I want to. Like it punches first, and then on your double tap it works. It throws your hammer. So it's very inconsistent, and it's not really good for continuously chaining those sunspots, especially on a Titan or any. This is going to be specifically for Titan. So that's why I don't really have anything on my uncharged melee. This also applies for shoulder charge and stuff. So yeah, you gotta be careful for that. So I'm just gonna unbind it and just use this. So as you can see, it kind of works better like this. Let me just show you guys. All I need to do is double tap, keep double tapping R1 or RB, and then I'm good to go. Like, look at this. Like it works like as if you're playing on a keyboard and you have like the thing like bind it differently. So as you can see, it works really well, and you can just keep going. But if you want to keep the uncharged melee, sure, it's up to you guys. But if you just want to keep throwing hammer, keep bonking stuff, so I'd recommend put your uncharged melee to like nothing. Just unbind it completely, and I promise you guys won't be disappointed. You can play around with it some more to experiment with it. I'll show you guys if you like do long press. Now long press also does work. But since you want to chain those hammers fast enough, especially when you're trying to survive, especially in a dungeon or in a raid or something, you gotta have to holding RB is a good thing, but it's not really the best thing. Now I'll also show you guys a combination of doing your charged melee attack with long press, and let me just quickly set this up and have it on tap, and I'll show you guys. So if I tap, I punch, but if I hold my thing, my hammer won't even work, because it registers your first push of the button, which is tap. So it's just gonna tap, and you see what it's doing there? I can't do anything. I can't even throw my hammer. So yeah, it's not gonna work out. But if you double tap, maybe it will work out. Yeah, this does work out really effectively too. Let me actually show you guys when I go near some enemies real quick, if there are any enemies. Okay, they just spawned. Okay, let me show you guys. So my long press is hammer, and my double tap is melee. It works, but it's really slow. Like, it does work, but it's really slow. Like, it works good. See that? Now you can keep this if you'd like, but I personally just unbind my melee because most of the times I'm doing like end game content, so I'm not really punching people. I mean, it is helpful for sure, but it's just my it's just my thing. I just like it, so that I don't need to. And I think if I change it to shoulder charge, I'll actually show you guys what it does on shoulder charge too. So just if you guys want to see, it works on shoulder charge too. This is really good too. So if you guys want to do this one, you can do it. It's definitely really good. It's better than not having an uncharged melee, because sometimes when in your too close range, you gotta punch people. So yeah, this works too. So just gotta go to customs and set it like this, like just exactly like this. You can change around some other buttons, like some finishers and stuff too, but that's just completely up to you. Let me actually show it to you guys one more time. So if you hold shoulder charge or your charged melee, whatever it is, whatever class you're playing on. Um, as for double tap, you just do regular. Very good, very effective for Titans, especially with the hammer build, like throwing hammer and proccing your restoration more often with those sunspots, and yeah, it's really helpful. Um, it's really good. It keeps you alive. It keeps you going, especially if you're rocking a synthesis build. All you gotta do is just keep throwing hammers, and it's really good. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much for it. For it this tutorial. Remember, this works on all classes, even like on warlocks. But I haven't personally tested it on warlock. I usually when I'm playing on my warlock, I usually use a puppeteer like default uh, button layout. It does work on a hunter too. Like for example, when you have those proximity knife or fan of knives, you will you will hold it down and your hunter will throw a fan of knives or whatever charge melee you have on your hunter. But if you double press the melee, it will do like an uncharged melee, just punch stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to share this for console players. Because usually, like I said before, on keyboard it's easier to do because you can just bind two different keys like entirely, like way separate from each other, and you can just keep going. So I just wanted to share it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this is useful for you guys. Uh, and if it is, do like it and share this video. And if you want more like these, more tutorials, do comment down below. Um, and feel free to ask me anything. And if you're willing to support me, you can subscribe to my channel. I do like Destiny content. I'm kind of working on it now, so yeah, just leave a like and share. And thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later. GG's.